Hi, I'm Angie Walker and I'm from Hillsong in the City, and I kind of look after the choir here and have been doing a lot with vocals here for about 10 years. And so we thought we would put some tutorials and some training packages together just to help you understand how we run some things for new people coming through, just to give you some tools on getting ready for running warm-ups for our services. We have about 15 minutes before a service in general, so we need to use that time to make sure people's vocal cords are warmed up and ready to go for the service. So that's not much time, because for most warm-ups, your voice needs maybe 5 minutes of stretches and just getting your body relaxed, 5 minutes of breathing exercises, 10 to 15 minutes of vocalizing gentle warm-ups like bubbles or gentle hums for warm-ups. Then about 10 to 15 minutes of working on your vocal tendency. So you might be a pull chest, your team could have everything in it, flips, pull chests, weak chests, people that are imperfectly mixing. So there's a lot of tendencies we need to target in that morning and warming up, so we need to know what we're doing. So generally you spend 10 to 15 minutes on working on your tendency, and then 10 to 15 minutes working on a song, then 5 minutes warming down. So that's generally a good warm-up for a team, but we've got 15 minutes. So we have to make sure that we're doing the most specific things to make sure their voices are ready. Because if their voices aren't ready when we head out, the sound guys, it's a lot harder for them to get a good mix and get the sound system ready for the service. So we want to make sure we've got them as prepared as possible as we can to send them out. So that 15 minutes we're going to focus on warming up, and what the warming up is doing, it's actually sending blood to the vocal cords. So the gentle bubbles, or a tongue roll, or a hum, or the NG, are normally the best for bringing the blood to the vocal cords. I'd really suggest that while you're running those warm-ups, you're really advising people to go with their easiest. Don't just have everyone doing bubbles, because if they do them wrong, they're not warming up. It's not actually helping at all. So if they're not sure of their bubbles, and you're not hearing that clear sound, then most of the time it's stuck in the throat or it's causing issues, so they're not going to get warmed up. So it's not what we're wanting. Or the tongue roll, if they can do that easier, or that NG, or So you want to make sure the people you're warming up, you've advised them. Make sure you're doing what's easy for you. Make sure it's gentle, it's not pushed. For some of our services, we're warming up at 6 a.m. in the morning, so everything needs to be gentle and relaxed for our team. If it's the later services where you're warming up at 5 or 6 in the afternoon, you can go a little bit stronger with things, and we'll have some suggestions for both of those services. But for mornings, we want to keep it pretty gentle. Gentle, everything's about gentle for voice. If they're pushing, we're going backwards. We're not going to create a warm sound. It's going to sound strained or tired. So everything is about guiding them to just be relaxed with the warm-ups. So our job is to make that as effective as possible for everyone around. So we've got the warm-ups, the bubbles, no pushing, the range in the early morning. We don't want to be pushing too much. So we'll be running some videos now. We're going to have one just for beginners, how to warm up if you're a beginner and just learning, and then another one if you're intermediate and wanting to move on to more specific things you can do in warming up your team, and then an advanced one. And then we'll also just be giving some other suggestions. If you're a bit bored with the warm-ups, we've got other things you can kind of bring in. We'll also be creating an audio for you, so that if you haven't got Vocalize You or you can't play the piano, it's just going to be simple audios of a 5-step, an arpeggio repeat, or a 1.5, so you can just be using them in the mornings when you're running the vocals. And give us any suggestions, love suggestions. If there's something we're missing, we can create a training program for you, we'd love to. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.